Tonight, Central Iowa Sports Network presents
Left footer cross, goal by Cody Lofgren. Cross header in.
your Des Moines Menace Soccer. Des Moines Menace Soccer is brought to you by Come and Go, where and means more. Doritos, YMCA of Des Moines, and by Teal Chiropractic and Des Moines Orthopedic Surgeons. Des Moines Menace Soccer, live on Central Iowa Sports Network.
Good afternoon. Welcome to West Des Moines Valley Stadium. Darty Danielson here with you along with Kristen Boyer as we get ready for a doubleheader once again in soccer. It's Des Moines Menace women taking on the Quad City Eagles in our first game here this afternoon. And we'll be back and talk about the starting lineups, talk about the keys to the game, and a lot of other things coming up right after this.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
At West Des Moines Valley Stadium, Darty Danielson along with Kristen Boyer, and it's the Des Moines Menace women ready to take on the Quad City Eagles. And Kristen looking to bounce back from their first loss of the season at league leader Chicago, and where their schedule sets out, a lot of time between games, so a lot of time to work on the things that didn't go well there at Chicago and get ready again for this Quad Cities team.
Yeah, when you have a loss like that, I think that it's important to go back into practice and do the things that you know that they're successful at, and then as you progress into when you have such a long stretch, then you can progress into the things that didn't go so well. So just gain some confidence back and then work on the things you need to do. If it was a short turnaround, then you would really need to work on those things right away.
And they've been playing pretty well up until then. They were averaging around 4 goals, and then they exploded in the last game and had 9. But they played Quad Cities earlier and beat them, and Quad Cities comes in a little short-handed here tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see how they do.
Yeah.
And imagine Quad Cities will try to compact and move back and try to, control things a little bit.
I could see them playing very defensively and trying to keep the ball together in the back and try to work it up when they have the opportunity, but not forcing things for sure, especially when you're shorthanded like that.
You see the Menace on the field right now. They'll be in the red tops, white shorts, and you'll see the Quad City Eagles in blue here. Mm-hmm. And let's pause now for our national anthem. And our national anthem here as we get ready for the start of this match. The injury report brought to you by Accelerated Rehab, and no injuries to report tonight. Weather report brought to you by ABC5, 84 degrees and breezy, and almost a real nice night, really, Kristen, for playing. It could be a lot worse. We don't have the humidity and as much of the heat that we've had in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, I was just thinking that the wind is a little bit less than it was, I think, the last time I was here, and the humidity is definitely less, and the heat is definitely less. So
at 84 degrees, it's a little cooler, so shouldn't be too bad of conditions out there on the field. The keys for tonight's game, today's match, brought to you by Schottenkirk Chevrolet, and we've got to talk about it. Always, you want to take control early in this match, especially with a team that's playing a little shorthanded.
Yeah, I would definitely say that a lot of ball control, and you'll be able to find an open player if the other team's shorthanded, so they should be able to pass the ball around. It should be a very beautiful game to watch tonight as far as.
And they've been willing to kind of sit back, but they've also, these women, been willing to take it in and attack when they need to, when they see they have an advantage ahead. They're not shy about taking it in and going at the goal, are they?
No, not at all. They very much have some very talented players up on top, and they're able to find them quite easily, at least in the last game they were, and it'll be exciting to see if those players can make it happen again tonight.
Tonight's game brought to you by Come and Go. We'll take a look at the lineup here tonight for the Menace. The forwards, Whitney Sharp, Sarah Brandt. In the midfield, Danielle Putterfoot, Chelsea Klein, Nicole Pearson, Rachel McCluskey. The defenders, Haley Halverson, Kat Lewis, Georgia Robert, Susan Keel, and Haley Morris in goal tonight for the Des Moines Menace. For the Quad City Eagles, Tori Novak is at the forward spot. Taylor Dwyer, Kelsey Steffens, Kayla Christensen, and McKay Matheson in the midfield. Kelly Schrader, Marissa Hurt, Abby Willich, and Emily Bowman, defenders. And Taylor Mandy is listed as their goalkeeper. And they have it listed that way, Taylor Mandy. Mandy Taylor. I'll have to check on that, but that's the way it's listed. So on the sheet. So
yeah. It'll be interesting to see Danielle play on the outside mid for the Menace. She scored a lot of goals in the last game.
Yeah, that's where she sets up. I haven't. I wrote him in, but I didn't know exactly where he was going to position him. But we'll see as we get underway here with the Des Moines Menace women. They're at 3-1, and Quad City's 0-5 coming into this matchup, and Quad City's quickly looking to push it ahead.
Yeah, putting some good passes together there.
And offside, the flag goes up on this side. So they're got it in the Menace half, looking to attack early, and that's smart if you can get a quick goal there and then put the Menace on the defense.
I would definitely try to score quick if I was down a player or two.
All the way across the field. Looking for McCluskey over there. Now headed back up. Sharp will drop it back. Now back up ahead, McCluskey on the outside. Looking for Sharp up ahead. Also has Sarah Brandt up there. And a little too heavy a pass there. That'll go out the back end.
Good defensive shape on the part of Quad Cities there. They're really closed down the outside mid for the Menace on the right side.
So underway here on a beautiful night for soccer at Valley Stadium. Putterfoot tries to knock it down. McCluskey over there defending now. And across the middle, knocked away by the Menace. It's Chelsea Klein that time, now up to Putterfoot. To Sharp. Sharp tries to get a handle on it.
Good footwork there by Sharp to get out of pressure.
And up the left side. The Menace now into the middle. Putterfoot can't quite get to it. But the Menace maintain control with it. Klein. Putterfoot has a hand up, looking for it in the middle. And defender knocks it down over there.
A little bit of a forced ball there by Sharp.
Abby Willich good defense as it comes up high over the head of Putterfoot. And it'll roll out to the Quad Cities. Looks like it always is. The first couple passes, crosses just a little high, a little off till you get right in that rhythm and know exactly where everybody's going to be.
Yeah. It looked like we were in a little bit too deep too early. A little bit of a gap there at the top of the 18. No one running in.
Take control, push it up. McCluskey sends it back outside to Robert. Now out on the edge. Looking to send it in.
There we go.
Oh. Just wide.
I thought it was in.
Yep. Looked like it was on line there, but just a little wide of the goal.
That was nice how she held her run a little bit as opposed to the last time they were in too deep too early.
And the kick comes out by the keeper. Chelsea Klein. She goes down and staying down. To get it outside to Whitney Sharp. She sends it into the middle. Trying to turn on it. Pearson drops it back.
Good passing there.
Yep. McCluskey sends it outside. McKeel. And they'll drop it back.
Oh.
Whitney Sharp trying to grab that one. Just saves it.
Good
Goes
move
back
there.
inside. Yep. And turn. Putterfoot turns. Shoots it again. Can't find any space there. And Pearson turns around and defenders all over. Abby Willich doing a good job defending there.
Pearson was really looking for somebody to drop it back to, but she did a good job trying to turn the player. I like players to take opportunities like that.
Putterfoot turned. She tried left foot and it was into a defender. Right foot into a defender. So now here's a long shot. Goal!
Fantastic. That's something that I don't feel like we see enough in the high school game is shots from that far out. Was she at the 25?
Yeah, it was Haley Halverson, I believe, wasn't it?
I think so. It's good to get on the board.
Yep, Haley Halverson gets the Menace on the board here. In the 5th minute, we'll get a replay look at it here in just a second. Now let's take a look at the replay quick. And out to her, you see, and just that long shot high into the top of the net. And the Menace are on the board early on here. And on the attack again, and it'll go out for a goal kick.
They had a nice string of passes there off of the kickoff. Sometimes it's good to just get that confidence right at the beginning of the game, get a goal in, and then things start to fit together a little bit better.
Well, they're going to give him a corner on it. I thought he was giving him a goal kick, but they'll give them a corner. And that'll be brought to you by Shields. Comes in toward the middle. Nobody really there. The Menace do run it down late. McCluskey with it out there. She'll turn around, drop it back to Halverson.
Good patience there.
Yep, nothing there, so let's just set it up and get it developed again. Whitney Sharp going in there. Some good, tough defending by Quad Cities.
Yeah, they're very good one-on-one defending against our forwards so far.
Taylor Dwyer down there doing some good work for the Quad Cities. Menace up early here. And here comes the kick. Knocked down by the Menace, Chelsea Klein. She'll take it through, has space. Look to the middle there, couldn't quite thread it through.
She was limping around there for a while. She certainly.
Yeah, she was down for quite a while after she had that ran into somebody out here earlier, and took her a while to get up off the turf as the play was going ahead of her, and she's still trying to just walk that off.
Yeah. I think it's important when you're up and it's a little bit warm out, that you're not defending too high pressure in our offensive third. There's really no need to be on top of the ball up there defensively right now.
Knocked out by Halverson, and here comes the Quad Cities. Taylor Dwyer drops it back, and now they try to shoot it up, but it's intercepted there by Halverson.
I wonder if that ball couldn't have been played just one pass across the back.
A little
back
more,
there.
yep.
A little bit more direct.
The middle, Putterfoot knocked away and headed up. Putterfoot gets it back, though, and she tries a long shot, and that one is a little high over the football goal post. She's got a strong leg if there's one to hit one of those deep shots.
Yeah, definitely. She was pretty impressive in the last home game here.
Lob it back, and the Menace will try to run it down here. Quad Cities giving chase, but with a player down, it's hard to get
It's hard
a
to
lot
get
of bodies up front.
Yeah, it's hard to get things going, and then once you win the ball, like
Yeah.
she had the opportunity there.
Pressed on defense. Now they try to shoot it up. Whitney Sharp on the run, but couldn't sneak it through. The defender gets there. And back the other way. Haley Morris will get a touch on it back there and send it up ahead again.
It's kind of interesting. He's almost like he's got two forwards up top at times for the Quad Cities, and being a player down, I think I'd take my chances with just the one. But
Wind their way through, looking for Sarah Brandt. Sharp in the middle, but goes between the two. And through. Long high kick. Robert knocks it down. Georgia Robert.
good win in the air there.
Brandt giving chase. As Kelly Schrader sends it over. Now we'll try to switch field over here. To Emily Bowman. Numbers the other way. And right to the keeper.
That was a nice layoff by Petalfoot to the outside there. The quick play when you're changing direction on the field and changing your point of attack is really important. She does a good job of that.
Especially when you have you kind of get the defense starting to cheat up, and then you reverse direction on them real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an offside there. You can see right away that was going to be the flag went up.
Forward's probably just excited to get the ball there. So.
Yeah. And she had a lane and was too far ahead. Now this one will roll all the way down and out. Bowman will throw it in for Quad Cities. They're in the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Matheson.
A little too much on that.
Yeah. Kwasky turns it into the middle. Up ahead. There's Pearson on the outside, or Sharp rather, on the outside. And they're calling offside, I guess, on her.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Looked like, looked like they were shoulder to shoulder there. But as he looked down the line, looks like he thought she got out just enough.
Must have been part of her jersey.
Yeah, you can get the arms out a little bit, but they go by the body where you get that shoulder and everything out.
Mm-hmm.
Putterfoot takes it. Now Brandt chasing on the far side. Brandt takes it away. And to Sharp. Sharp to Putterfoot. Putterfoot lobs it back over. Sharp trying to get to it. Put a foot back in, and it takes a shot, but it's wide.
She's just amazing when she takes chances. Like I would not have guessed that she was going to take that shot right there off the one touch, and
she's not afraid to shoot it.
no.
And cleared out by the Menace.
Not a bad thing to do there. Didn't really know what was behind her. Just wanted to win the ball.
In the Quad Cities. Trying to get something going here.
I'm not sure when you're down a player that the extreme crosses to change fields across the back are really in your best interest because your team can't make that transition.
Shot goes wide. Yeah, if you get it, try to get it over there, but you don't have anybody then to send it ahead to.
Yeah, it doesn't really help that much.
Work it up, and Chelsea Klein knocks it down into put-a-foot. Sharp drops it back. Brandt to Klein. Klein right to the keeper.
It's good to take an opportunity there. It's a nice solid shot. Maybe far post the next time.
Well, 14 minutes in, the Menace up 1-0 here. There's a lob ahead. Georgia Robert right back there on the defense. Oh, but sneaks through. If she can turn on that, does.
Oh.
And the keeper
She saved
just
it.
gets there. Yep.
It's
The
a
AR,
good recovery there.
AR was right there on the line to watch that. The whole ball has to go across, but Haley Morris dives and stops it at the line.
That's a save you're going to remember for a while as a goalkeeper.
Tori Novak worked it up there and worked around and got a shot. Morris recovered late and was able to just stop it before it crossed the line. And the Menace come back the other way. Tried to leave it into Whitney Sharp. A little too much on it. Sharp staying with it though. Working against Bowman. Sharp sends it in. Just about worked it around the defender there, but they clear it out.
Good cross across the middle there.
And the lob just a little high.
Looks like the wind died down a little bit.
Yeah, the flags just straight down there, and they're of course flying at half staff because of the in respect for the police officer shot in Dallas. The flags in the state are at half staff now until I believe Monday or Tuesday. Pass comes up, now drop back. Now back over Whitney Sharp's head.
I don't know if she knew that was coming.
Didn't expect to get it back quite so quickly, and it was a nice lob right over the top of her head. But Quad City will take it here and send it back the other way. Knocked down by Klein.
See what they do, building it back up along the right side here.
Klein turns, shoots, and it'll go wide. So far Quad City's been able to drop back and kind of keep a good defensive position where they're not giving them too many real open looks.
Yeah, it looks like they're playing 4 across the back, and they're really shutting down our forwards as far as just being able to turn and shoot. So we're having to work the ball around quite a bit to get an opportunity.
And the one goal came from a deep shot outside.
Yeah.
Back into play. Sent it across the field, Haley Halverson. She's the one that took that deep shot and scored. 4th minute into Puttifoot. She'll drop it back. Over to Klein. Klein into Brandt. Brandt turns on it and sends it wide left just by a little bit.
That was a really good look there by Chelsea to get that into Brandt.
Over the head. Out there, Kelsey Steffens. Back up again to Brandt. And a little miscommunication, and that one goes out on the far side.
I'd say that Quad Cities needs to work the ball around a little bit more before they try to push it forward. They need to spread out the Menace's defense a little bit. It's too easy to shut down the Quad Cities up on top.
Emily Bowman with it. Ahead to Steffens. Back. And
oh, nice header there.
handled by Sharp. Sharp leaves it inside. Step over by Puttifoot. Back into the middle. Back to Puttifoot. And shot is stopped by Taylor Randy, the goalkeeper.
That was amazing. Like every touch just perfectly.
I'm trying to figure out if Whitney Sharp's better with the ball on the move or when she stops. I think a little bit of both. She really has great ball movement with her. That time on the move, she passed it in. There's Puttifoot leaving it ahead for Sharp. She'll stop. A little outside foot now. Back outside. Turn. And knocked down by the defender.
That was a great look by Sharp. Right to her feet.
Kelly Schroeder in there knocked it away. Right into the middle. Trying to run onto it and a little high on the shot. That was Klein.
Sometimes you get in there and you don't keep your body over the ball because you're so excited to get the shot off. And looked up a little bit too soon and the ball went high.
Yeah, you're coming in and you see the open goal and it's like you want to get enough oomph on it, but
yeah, placement.
Come the Menace again. Brandt outside with it. McCluskey, Klein, Sharp, left footer. Sends it across over there, but it's going to go out to the Quad Cities. 20 minutes in here, 1-0. The Menace over the Quad Cities. Match brought to you by Come and Go, where and means more. Defender steps up in the middle, that knocks that pass away.
Not a good place for a soft pass there.
Looks like the Sharps drop back a little bit toward the mid. And Puttifoot's playing up. McCluskey with it now. Sends it across. Now back inside. And that'll stay with the Menace.
See what they do building it up here.
Elverson.
Good look there.
Yep. Reverse is filled all the way across. Stays with it. Yep. Lobs it in there for Sharp and just can't get that left foot on it. But saved and not.
She tried so hard.
Saved it on the end, but couldn't get back to it because it goes out the side.
I think the Menace is going to have the most luck shooting from the top of the 18. There was an open shot there that probably should have taken a chance, but.
McCluskey knocks it down and sends it across the field. Into the middle. McCluskey now back into Sharp. Drop it back again.
There you go. There's some nice movement there.
Halverson over to Klein. Lobs it up.
I think that might have been intended for number 8 running in.
Yeah, for
Haley.
Halverson. Yeah, it was just over the head of Brandt there. Up to Bowman. She'll drop it back. I'll try to set it up again. Getting some movement ahead here. Taylor Dwyer. Bowman now sends it across. Go up and toward the middle, but defender's right there, Georgia Robert.
It's a good win by Georgia.
Putterfoot in the middle. Brings it up. Sharp on the right. Brandt on the left. Sharp turns. Now into Putterfoot. Drop it off. Long shot. And the keeper slaps it down with 2 hands.
That was a good transition into offense on the Menace's part, but Quad City is keeping 4 defenders back most of the time, so it's going to be difficult to get a breakaway on them, I think.
Here come the Menace. Into Putterfoot. Putterfoot turns and shoots. Scores! Nice. The goal by Putterfoot.
Fantastic shot. Far post, kind of, but over the keeper's head. And once again, outside of the 18, which I think is where they're going to have the most luck shooting on a team that is keeping 4 defenders back so far.
All right, let's take a look at the replay on that. There she comes, gets it in there, and just fires it into the corner, the left corner. And Putterfoot.
Menace wins it right back off of the kickoff.
Putterfoot puts them up 2-0. I'll take it in on the far side. Starting to build it up again. Into the middle. Up to Klein. Klein stays with it, takes a shot high. Shoots it under pressure there.
It's good footwork before the shot there. Good chance to take going one-on-one against that defender.
And the kick comes out. Klein heads it. McCluskey settles it. Sends it outside. Trying to go up to Brandt. Now they want to collect it and start again.
Kluski sent it out to the outside defender there a minute ago, and she immediately dropped back to cover her position. That's a smart player there to drop back into the defensive position to recover.
Haley Halverson moving toward the middle. Drops it in to Brandt. Gets it back. Ooh.
Wow.
Just over the top of the bar and off the football crossbar there. So that was rising.
I don't think that keeper was anticipating that
no,
at all.
she didn't. I think kind of surprised her if that ball had been down to the little wind that had pushed it down.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been able to sneak it right over her head, but a bit high there. Sharp heads it. Knocked down by the Menace. Georgia Robert at the back. We'll set it up. Putterfoot sends it through, gets knocked down. Mm-hmm. And up on the right side to Brandt. Brandt.
Good run there.
Back in. Couldn't quite get a handle on it on the run.
It's a good pass by Brandt.
Robert heads it up. We'll settle it back to Halverson. Chelsea Klein lobs it across to Sharp and just over her head.
That's a good look there by Chelsea to find the far post, the far player there to try to get something in there.
.28 minutes in now. Menace up 2-0.
Good stop there in the middle of the field by the Menace. I don't know who that was.
And here comes Kelsey Steffens. She's trying to send it up into the middle herself. Now looking for Tori Novak up front. She has not had many opportunities.
Nice ball there by our defender. See if they pass it back around the back.
The one time Novak got through, Haley Morris made a great stop at the goal line. Up ahead. She'll turn, Sharp. Left footed over to Brandt. Brandt tries to sneak it through there. Now back to Sharp. Sharp crosses it through and goes right across out left.
Good. There's some good passing in there in the middle.
Trying to send it back over to the keeper's, across the keeper's right. She wasn't going to be there, but the shot was just wide. Looks like a substitution here. Brought to you by Frito-Lay for the Menace. And is that 3, Jordan Bishop? Yep. Jordan Bishop in.
That's some good pressure by Brandt up there. Just unlucky call, I think.
And a few fouls we've seen here in this match so far.
I think sometimes the referees feel if you're getting a little bit overly aggressive, they'll make a little call just to keep the game in check.
Bishop drops it back to Halverson. Nicole Pearson up there battling for it. And it'll stay with the Menace.
Ooh. A little bit extra after the play there, I think.
Yep. Call goes to the Menace. Send it over here to Halverson. Ooh, through the middle and over the head of Bishop.
I like to see on our last 2 movements forward, we got our outside defenders a little bit more into the play offensively. And I think it adds a lot to the game when you can get those outside defenders to make the runs forward like they are. And more involved in the attack.
Right back Putterfoot, now back to Bishop. Bishop trying to run it down there. And she gets called for too much. Match brought to you by YMCA. Get more from your gym at the YMCA. Also Frito-Lay, good food, Frito-Lay.
High pressure there by the Menace on offense and winning it back in our offensive third of the field.
Putterfoot lobs it up there. Free ball, kind of tried to head it there. I think she was kind of looking for somebody to come back into the middle.
That's one of those situations where you're like, I'm so close to the goal. I'm just going to see what happens.
Yeah. I think she thought about trying the header, but didn't think it was going to go, and then was looking for somebody to head it to, and ended up not getting too much on that. Comes Spotterfoot.
Good look there. Oh, nice.
Sends it back outside. Into the middle, knocked away by the defender, Kelly Schroeder.
So she sends it across again.
Set it back up on that right side. Lobs it in. Brandt, goal.
Now, did she get a
I
touch
don't
on
know.
it?
I don't know if she did or not.
We'll have to see the replay on that.
Yeah. I'll have
She's
to-
acting like she did.
Yeah. To see if it was Brandt or. Let's take a look at the replay here and see if we can tell. They're giving it to her. Let's see here. Comes in from the outside. It's across. Look, it's hard to tell on that speed. Looked like she might have just got something on it, but officially I think they're going to give it to her. All you need is just a little touch.
Yep.
And it's 3-0 Menace here in the 33rd minute. What they had knocked down.
It'll be interesting to see whether Quad Cities keeps their composure, because they seem to have, even though they've been scoring on a couple times, or if they just start sending the ball through hoping, you know.
Still trying to play it there. Because they knew that coming in they were down, going to be down person, and so far they haven't played panic. Here comes Sharp. Sharp trying to work it, crossover shot, goal! Whitney Sharp.
Fantastic footwork there. That really got built up out of the back from the defender playing a one-touch ball into the center mid there. And then a quick transition over the half line, and Whitney ran onto the ball.
And then, as you say, her footwork, she.
Yeah. When she's on, it's.
Yeah, it's akin to in basketball, breaking the ankles of your defender. She almost does that there too, because she kind of feints one way, moves it over, and then you never know which way she's going to take the ball on you.
There's something in soccer with forwards to be said for pure speed, and there's another thing if you have pure speed and quick feet.
Yeah, quick feet.
And she does.
Bishop drops it back outside to Keel. He'll take it up that right side. Looking in there to Brandt.
Good composure there by that defender getting out of there.
Yep.
One touch too many, though.
A little late on it. And there's a left footer by Bishop into the defender.
Okay. See if Quad Cities takes the space here.
It was one of those she needed to get a little farther out. Emily Bowman was on the left hip of the defender there.
Yeah.
But that's a tough pass, too, because you got to get by that defender.
Oh, yeah.
Sharp with it, sends it into Putterfoot, and Sharp cleans it up for a goal.
You know, as a goalkeeper, if you have two forwards coming at you, you don't know which one it's going to take. It's a difficult save to make.
So just about a minute or two after her last goal. Let's see this one here again. Brings it in there. Here we go, 2-on-1 into Sharp, finishes it off into the net. So 5-0 Menace.
Looks like they're making some subs here.
Looks like Lindsay Bywater is in. Number 7 is one of them. And Elise Reed also in there.
It's a good opportunity to see how some other girls play with each other.
that's Elise Correa. And the defender is going to clear that out.
It's a nice try by Puttifoot to make something happen, though.
Back outside. McKay Matheson tries to set it up, but Haley Morris will take it.
Looked like Haley Halverson made a good run up to the side there, but Quad City's got their counterattack when her mark was left outside here, wide open.
There's Puttifoot. Puttifoot lobs it over, and it's going to go out. Had Lindsay Bywater over there. Jordan Bishop went up high to get that one. Quad Cities.
Way to turn them back there.
Seems like if you, there's a foul from behind. I was just about to say, it seems like they're better not to go too quick, but if you don't go quick with it, then the Menace drop back and they're right there on.
Yeah.
You know, need to build it up a little bit, but if you take too much time build it up, then the Menace are able to get back in position against Quad Cities here.
Yeah, they're able to cut down the center of the field. Because that seems to be where the Quad Cities is lacking a player, is in the center midfield area. And we have 3-ish in there.
Mm-hmm. Lindsay Bywater up there. Take it away.
Mm-hmm.
So bring it up to the middle again. Bishop.
Oh. I think that she was looking for the ball to go on the side of the defender there instead of to her.
At least Reed was waiting for it. Knocked down again.
That ball that was just played forward, it's one of those situations where if you're watching the game, you're thinking, oh, they're just kicking it into the defender. But that's very hard to thread that ball through there on the run.
If it gets through, it looks real good, but the defender's in the right place too and turns and stops it.
Yes.
And it looks like you made a bad pass. But tried to turn and lob that one quickly over the top.
That's a really hard shot to make.
Yeah, Elise Reed.
She wasn't too far off.
And here comes the kick out. And a push called.
Oh. Wow. That was a good save by the goalkeeper there.
Yep, and it went out. It'll be a corner. Taylor Mandy with the stop. And just the second corner kick brought to you by Shields. Side of the end, curving in, and just over the head.
That was a very well-placed ball.
It's Elise Correa coming in, trying to head that in and just got by her, but nice in swinger in. And Menace here. We enter the final 3 minutes of the half. They're up 5-0.
I would say they're playing pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Oh.
Outside run. Knocked away by the defender. Haley Halverson was trying to sneak in there.
Plays across the back there. Quad Cities does. It's good defending there by our player on the outside.
And knocked down, can't quite get it though, and the keeper comes quickly onto that.
That was a perfectly placed cross. Just a little bit unlucky on the finish there. Nice double on the defense down the outside here.
And Taylor Dwyer wanted a call on that, but didn't get one there.
I think the referee was following the ball and it had left that part of the field already.
Elise Correa sends it outside. We're in the final minute here. Quad Cities in the blue with the ball.
Oh, some good passing there.
Up ahead. Bywater. But knocked out by the defender.
Way to be patient there. See what happens.
Jordan Bishop shoots it inside, putter foot off the post.
So close.
Putter foot looking for her second goal on right into the post. Yeah. Some extra time. I wouldn't think there'd be more than a minute or so, probably. Knocked down.
Is that
Correa.
Elise?
Yep, Correa, Elise Correa. Bywater, now back to Bywater from Putterfoot. She tried to sneak the left footer in there, but did it go wide, and then there's a whistle.
Corner kick?
Oh, was it a corner? Okay. Must have caught a.
I think this will probably be the
Quad Cities
last opportunity of the half.
Yep. As Putterfoot goes over to take the corner. Brought to you by Shields. In there. Ooh, Bishop got a foot on it, but nobody can get ahead on it. And that'll be the half. Moines Menace women leading here 5-0 in the first half. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime after this.
Stop ruining your steaks. You deserve a grill that gives you great steaks every time. Fireplace Superstore proudly offers the most complete selection of Weber grills in central Iowa, gas, charcoal, portable, and smokers. Fireplace Superstore features Weber special edition grills that come with Weber's unparalleled warranty. Now you can enjoy your grill for many summers to come. There is a difference. See our large selection of Weber grills, many models and colors. Fireplace Superstore is the exclusive Weber Alliance dealer in central Iowa. Fireplace Superstore at 109th and Douglas.
Miss your hometown clothing store? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
We are at halftime at Valley Stadium. The Des Moines women up on Quad Cities 5-0. Dar Danielson along with Kristen Boyer, and just everything's gone the way the Menace wanted to here. Of course, Quad Cities playing a man down, but to their credit, they played pretty well, but it's just been hard. The Menace have played a lot of passing, a lot of working the ball up, and
they
converting that into goals.
Yeah, they found a lot of success from shooting from the outside. So pushing the ball up and then laying it back a little bit. There were a couple of 1v1s that Whitney really took the girl on right there towards the end of the half and got open. And like I said, her footwork is amazing. So
and those came later too. I think after the defense was getting a little tired, but as you said, they were bunched back and did a pretty good job of making anything close. Not there, but then. It was Haley Halverson 4 minutes in, got the long shot that got him on the board, and then that always takes a little air out of the defense when you get that shot. You work so hard, and then boom, somebody hits you from the outside.
Yeah, I don't think most teams are expecting shots of that well placed on goal from so far outside. It really took the keeper by surprise as well. So. And
that insult to injury on that, the one good chance that the Quad Cities has, Haley Morris. Reacts late, gets down there and stops the ball right at the line. And I don't know, it's hard to tell from up here, but it might have been one of those deals where the ball's halfway across the line and the whole ball's got to break that plane and be across the line.
When she came up,
there.
Yeah, when she came up, it looked like she had it right before the line. But that's an excellent recovery by her. And it's one of those things where you're sprinting back to goal and you're going to try for the ball no matter what. And she did, and she made the save. And
one of the things sometimes happens with that, you're diving and you end up pushing it into the goal, or it goes off you, and that was a good play too, because she didn't knock it into the goal herself. She knew right where it was and got on it and smothered it.
What you're aiming for as the goalkeeper is you're aiming for the post first and then hoping you're getting behind the ball enough that you can keep it from going in, and she did an excellent job.
For the Quad Cities is a little tough, again, playing a man down here. What's the coach telling them in behalf?
I think that being a man down, and they aren't playing terrible. Like I said, the Menace got a couple of really good shots from outside, and they played defense the way I think that their coach would have told them to play, pushing back and having the four across the back and just making sure that you don't let those forwards turn. So I think that he's probably telling them to keep their heads up, and that it only takes one opportunity to change the course of the game. And they're down 5-0, but it doesn't mean that they can't come back. And
how did they find a way to when they're they're playing those four across the back, and then the trouble is when they do get it up ahead, not many bodies up there. You see, one or two, maybe mostly one blue shirt and a lot of red shirts back there.
Yeah.
So how did they work that up and get something going against this Menace defense?
As a coach, I would tell them that, there are going to be opportunities where you can definitely play the ball forward and try to get that forward running onto the ball. But if you can get it to her feet, it only takes two players to break through even a line of defense as long as they keep moving. A really quick couple of passes, and they can get through.
And as we saw up here, it was Tori Novak. She made got the ball around and got a good shot at it.
Yeah.
And, who knows if that goes in, maybe it gives them a little pep. And
she was 1v3 on that attacking play, and she made something happen. It only takes a little bit.
We are at halftime here. It is the Des Moines Menace women at 5-0, and they went to Chicago and had a rough outing there at Chicago on the road, losing 4-0, their first loss of the season, but it bounced back well here.
That can be tough for a team, but they've had plenty of time to work in practice and come back from that, and it looks like they're playing really well together today.
Okay, we're at halftime. The Des Moines Menace women up 5-0 against Quad Cities. We'll take a break and be back with more after this.
You know what this means. It means and. But at Come and Go, it means more. So come in and look for the and to find something extra just for you. Come and Go, where and means more. Check out all our extras this summer, like any size drink for just $1.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Here's to everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Back at West Des Moines Valley Stadium, Dar Danielson along with Kristen Boyer. It's halftime, and the Menace are up 5-0 here at the half. And let's take a look back here on how all this developed. And it was early on, and it was about the fourth minute when Haley Halverson got a deep shot for their first goal. And let's take a look at it here. See her outside, and boom. And just high rising and then dropped into the back of the net there, and the Menace are up 1-0. Haley Halverson. Next goal came by Danielle Puttifoot. Took a while. About 19 minutes later, it was into the 24th minute. Then Puttifoot with it gets it into there in toward the middle, and boom, she hits it into the left corner, and we're up 2-0. The next goal. The third one came here on a nice assist. Here, Nicole Pearson had it on the outside. Gets it into Brandt. And she just kind of got a little touch on it and got it into the goal there. And it's 3-0 Menace. Then it was Whitney Sharp to finish out the scoring. The first of her two goals here we'll see on this one. And she comes up with the footwork. Gets it by and shoots it in as she takes it to the right side there, or the defender's left, and shoots it in. And then the next one was a little more of a cleanup in front of the goal here. A couple minutes later, as good passing there, they get it in, and there she is. The dribble's by, and she just shoots it into the right corner there, and not much the keeper could do on that one. So Sharp has a couple here. Brandt with one, Haley Halverson, and Danielle Puttifoot with the goals here for the Menace. Other than the two, a couple long shots there, goals with assists and goals coming off several passes, Kristen. So that's something that Coach Vorster has obviously got to like.
Yes, yeah. When you can put some passes together and really get it in front, get a good opportunity. It's something that you've probably worked on in practice quite a bit, and it shows a lot of composure from your team, and that's a good sign.
Especially against, we talked about it, this defense with, playing 4 in the back, and then when it gets in close, they're packing in down there, and you really got to move it around to find the space to get an open shot.
Yeah, and they really are playing really good defense one-on-one with our forwards when our forwards have the back to the ball. They aren't getting a lot of opportunities where they just make a quick turn and can get a shot off. So being able to play the ball back and get it back off of the run has created some good scoring opportunities.
See the Menace out warming up, getting ready to start the second half, and we'll see if gets to play a few more players here in the second half too. We'll see how that works with the Menace, and the Quad Cities will be coming out, and they're only 10 players on the trip here, so we'll see how it goes in the second half if they're able to do anything more on defense and stop the Menace on their attack. Let's take another break. We'll do that, and we'll come back and be ready almost for the start of the second half coming up after this.
Why do I look for the seal? It's about trust. Whether I'm buying a car, hiring a contractor, finding a tax preparer, or an honest mechanic, the Better Business Bureau's seal means this business meets high standards. When I see the seal, I know I'll get what I pay for. No more taking chances and no more worries. And I feel good about supporting local businesses. My life is so much easier knowing I can always trust BBB accredited businesses. It pays to look for the seal. See for yourself at bbb.org/Iowa.
Miss your hometown clothing store? The one that had it all? Everything to get the work done, all in one place? G&L Clothing is your hometown Iowa store. Stop in and see us, or we're only a click or phone call away. Family owned for nearly a century. G&L Clothing, 1801 Ingersoll, Des Moines.
G&L Clothing, your size, your style, we've got it all.
Stop ruining your steaks. You deserve a grill that gives you great steaks every time. Fireplace Superstore proudly offers the most complete selection of Weber grills in central Iowa, gas, charcoal, portable, and smokers. Fireplace Superstore features Weber special edition grills that come with Weber's unparalleled warranty. Now you can enjoy your grill for many summers to come. There is a difference. See our large selection of Weber grills, many models and colors. Fireplace Superstore is the exclusive Weber Alliance dealer in central Iowa. Fireplace Superstore at 109th and Douglas.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Here at Valley Stadium once again on a beautiful night. Cool, well, not cool, but not super hot like we've had.
Yeah.
Breezy. It was kind of strange for the first time in I don't know how many years. I live in Urbandale and always have the parade, and I wore jeans, long pants at the parade for the first time. I don't know how many Julys since that has happened.
Yeah.
A cloudy day on the 4th of July a lot of times. And my daughter marched in the band. It was kind of nice for them because last couple of times you're marching in 90-degree heat and 2.5 miles, and it was really, and everybody out there I think was happy about that. So the weather, it's kind of cooled off a little bit here tonight, and it's a little nicer playing weather too.
Yeah, it was pretty cool on the 3rd when we did some festivities at my parents' farm, and yeah, it was chilly that night, and then the 4th we did the fireworks in Waukee, and yeah, needed a blanket.
Yeah, so it's. And then you get a little rain. It was over northeast Iowa, and they've had a lot more rain than we've had here.
Oh, yeah.
And So one of these days my grass will have to mow it again with the last rain we've gotten. But you like nice days like this where, you know, it's in the low 80s and a little bit of a breeze.
Yeah.
And you can.
This is a nice night, and there's a little bit of shade from the stands, the way that the fans are sitting here. So.
And then as the sun will go down a little bit more for the men's game, and it will cool off a little bit more and be nicer here. But red hot, the Menace have been in the first half with 5 goals and just really doing what they want to do. And that's kind of been what they've done in this season when they've been, you know, the better team. They've come out and you know, played hard, and I know they played hard against Chicago too, and didn't come out on the good end of that. But you know, they got to be pleased with the way that they come out and they take control and they do what they need to do in these games.
Yeah, they're a really good team to watch. I highly recommend that if you have kids that play, it would be beneficial for them to come and see these games and see how these girls work the ball around. And on top of that, seeing girls take opportunities to take shots, that was something that in a game like this you wouldn't have seen it 10 years ago, and now you do. And I think it's just the level of play has increased in the Midwest, and that's a good thing.
Especially those players, young players, and you get here, if you go up a few rows here in the stadium and you're watching it, you can see how their shape is and how they move up the field and they pass the ball and those kind of things that as a player, I know when you're in sports, sometimes it takes a while for that mental picture on the field where you know where things are developing. And sometimes when you see it, as you're watching, like the Menace here, you get a little better idea on how the game works a little more.
Yeah, I think at one point in the half, I made a comment about how our outside defender went up the field to add to the offense, and you saw the defensive center mid, or that dropped back center mid, came back and recovered for her. So to see them change positions and work together, and those are things that are very hard to coach when kids are starting out, and that when you start teaching them those things in that 13, 14 age bracket of how to move in formation on the field.
So I see right away Sammy Fegan is in here to start the second half, and also Aubrey Larson in there. So some new faces as we get the second half started. And we'll let you know as we go along here. As that goes out the back, it'll be a goal kick for the Menace.
So the wind had died down a little bit. Now it kind of feels like it's picking back up, but we're going to be going against the wind this half, I think.
So it looks like we'll stay with Bywater and Aubrey Larson up top.
She's got room in the middle.
And right into the keeper.
Ball was a little bit close to her when she took that shot. Not much power behind it.
Yeah, just couldn't quite wind up or get the full extension into that. And Quad City's trying to run it down, but it's going to go out as Tori Novak tried to get to it. And looks like Mary Brandt is also in there now for the Menace.
And you said they're sisters?
Yep.
The Brandt girls? That has to be fun playing with your sister.
Yeah. Now outside to Brandt. Brandt looking in. Now it goes in there for Bywater.
Oh.
A
little bit off balance.
Yep. That was Sammy Fegan, I guess. 5-0 as we get started here in the second half. The Menace leading. And
she kept it in.
Yep, get it back out to Brandt. Up to the Larson. In the middle to Bishop. She'll send it over to the left side.
That was a good job of finding the open player.
Bishop still working with it there. Well, the Menace, they're in second place still here in the WPSL and still not out of it yet, so they want to play hard and score as many goals as they can to keep right in contention.
Yeah. It looked like even though they have less goals against and more goals for, they're still tied with Kansas City in our division. So
Georgia Roberts sends that up through the middle. Taken by the keeper. And a push call. Hannah Evans.
It's good to play through the player, but sometimes you gotta make sure you get the ball at the same time.
Headed up, and then Mandy Pokabrodsky is in there too.
It's one of the hardest things to coach in high school because you have such a mix of talent and experience. Is teaching the girls that haven't played as much at a high level, but they can be aggressive. It's okay.
And Quad Cities drops it back. And knocked down in the middle. Sent up to Jordan Bishop. Bishop.
See if she draws a defender in here.
Right a look.
Yep.
Into the middle to Larson. Both Larson and Bywater that time had to be careful. Looked like they were starting to run offside.
Yeah.
And now Quad City's back on the attack the other way. Georgia Robert will take it, clear it out to Bishop. She surveys the field and sends it outside to Fegan.
It looks like she has a lot of space there in the middle to attack, which she does. But I can understand Quad Cities not wanting to put too much pressure on her and end up in a numbers down situation, their defensive third.
Throw into Brandt. She'll move it up and in, now back. A little too much on that. And the Quad Cities will try to build it out of the back here. Up to Bowman.
Quad City is doing a good job of holding that defensive line at the 18.
Taylor Dwyer sends it up high. We'll drop it. A little pressure there. Elise Reed. That time they sent it up. Had to run just a little too much on that. If she could have eased off a little bit, Tori Novak didn't have a chance to get to that. It was a good idea, but
The Menace has to be careful not to let a goal in on a breakaway there.
Brandt sends it to the corner. Sammy Fegan tried to run it down and runs out of real estate. And it'll come back the other way.
Goalkeeper has had a lot of goal kicks today.
Yeah.
Which that's not a bad thing. We're taking shots, so that's good.
She had a lot of action early, made some nice stops early, and then a couple of those long shots just really
took her
nothing
by
she could
surprise.
do, by it. And there's, I think, shots on goal is really weighted toward the Menace. Probably only one, I think, for the Quad Cities here, and that one that Haley Morris made the stop on. Back over to Lindsay Bywater, who almost snuck it in there.
Yeah.
Late. And she came in.
That was a good run.
And just trying to see, was that? Okay, that was Elise Reed who came in and just about was able to direct it back into the goal. A little bit of a collision out there with Dwyer.
Good save by the
Bishop.
goalkeeper.
Yep. And
It's our throw in over there on the far side.
Menace gets it into Bishop. He stays with it. Let's see if she sends it out. Well, she was
Miscommunication
she
there.
expected to run inside, and her teammate stayed outside.
Yeah.
Teammate was expecting her to send it out and her to run in, I think, and then she thought the teammate was going to run in. But
those things will happen sometimes.
yeah, and those are, when you're up 5-0, those are mistakes you can make at this point.
Yeah.
Justin's probably going to tell him, hey, next time, know what you're going to do. A little better communication there. Into the middle. Oh, knocked away by the defender.
Mm-hmm.
Good job there by Abby Willich. For the most part, you can say the defense has played pretty well for Quad Cities. They've just been overwhelmed at times by numbers and then a couple of long shots. And
I kind of wonder if they're used to playing a little bit short. They don't seem too tired on the field.
no.
So I suppose if you get used to something, then that's just the way it is,
Mm-hmm.
Good movement across the back.
Up to Kelsey Steffens. She'll try to set it up there. Does. Dwyer. Into the middle, knocked away.
That's one of those situations where the Menace need to recognize that they have a numbers up situation.
Robert tries a shot there. And she gets up slowly. Credit to Quad Cities, too. Sometimes you're working, and you get frustrated and you start, taking a little late shot after, the ball gets by and stuff. And so far they've played,
They're playing very fair. They're playing very composed.
And they just come right back at it. They don't give up. I mean, and they go right back to trying to move it ahead, even though sometimes it seems like every turn there's a red jersey in front of them.
Yeah.
And here we go again. Now trying to work it up into the middle. And end up double team, but at least Reed comes away with it there. Reed moves it up. Got Bywater in the middle. We'll send it outside.
Outside mid could have maybe started her run a little bit sooner there.
Shot across and the side of the goal. Thought not a bad idea to try to
No, it was an
sneak it into the corner there, but
excellent shot there.
Just a little short. '56 minute now. The Menace up 5-0 here. All those goals so far coming in the first half. All over to Fegan. Fegan back into the middle. Now back to Fegan. Fegan takes a long shot and it's high off the right upright of the football goal post.
So I'm thinking at halftime he said, take all the shots you can.
You can. Well, he probably said, work to get a good shot and then don't be afraid to take
a shot, yes.
I don't think he'd say just wide open, shoot it whenever you can.
Yeah.
But yeah. Knowing the coach, he
Find it. Use your opportunities well.
Of course, Justin will be up to do color on the men's game here coming up after this one. And up ahead to Larson. Larson can't get the run going there.
It's a good run across the middle there.
Good long boot. Up to Tori Novak. Oh. There's Quad City's back up into the middle to Novak. Offside, though. The flag's up. That was a case there where Novak, if she could have just settled that ball earlier, and it looked like they had a chance to develop that attack and go. Because they got it up high, had some numbers for the first time, but she just, unlucky for her, she couldn't get that. Sammy Fegan down the right side with it. She'll send it into the middle. Oh, Bywater, almost.
Yeah. Nice
stole one in there.
Yeah, nice hustle by the goalkeeper for that second save. I think she got a hand on it right at first.
Yeah, and then the two defenders dropped back too. But
yeah,
Bywater is almost able in there to direct that pass in there into the goal.
yeah.
And that one will go out to the Quad Cities. Battling for it.
Good touch there.
And it'll go back to the Menace.
That was a good idea. Playing the ball down the line there by the Quad Cities. Just an unlucky touch.
And now they try to go down the line again to Tori Novak. It'll stay with Quad Cities.
Quad Cities really applying some pressure here.
Bowman with it. Fights through Fegan. But then sends a pass for the feet of a Menace player. Steffens knocks it away, drops it back. Knocked away over there by Okobrodsky. Here come the Menace.
One touch less there.
Well, he's going to call the foul there. Had a little hold, looks like, as Elise Reed tried to bring it across the defender, and they got tied up, and then the official saw enough there to haul something. We have a, looks like a cramp over here.
It was that is bound to happen at this point with 10 players. And
Tori Novak helps Kelsey Steffens get up here. She's going to try to walk it off a little bit. Maybe get some water.
yeah,
Not super hot like it has been the last couple times here on the field, but still warm out there, and as you say, playing down.
and she's been working really hard today. She's been the forward that's been going up and back.
So
Defensively, playing a little bit more defensively up there.
here's a good opportunity. A straight on free kick for the Menace. Pokabrodsky's out there. She'll take it.
Oh.
Fires it. Ooh, nice.
Nice reach.
Yep, good hands by the keeper. And we're heading into the 61st minute here. No score in the second half, but 5 goals for the Menace in the first. Elise Reed turns it. Takes it through the middle. Oh! And was looking there for Bywater.
That was a good change of speed with the when she went around the defender there. She would have just kept her speed up a little bit. A little bit more runs off the ball. Could have really created something.
Pokabrodsky knocks that down. Ooh. And a slide there as Quad Cities tries to keep it in, but those legs get a little fatigued too. It's harder as you get late in the game. Here's Bywater, turns, shoots it back into the middle. Turns, fires, and wide by Bishop, Jordan Bishop.
A little around the world there.
Yep, spun around and Bywater got it into her. Menace control this, they'll drop it back.
Your keeper has to have a really solid touch if you're going to play the ball back to her, back there. Just one bad bounce can be devastating to a team.
Yeah, and I've seen more of that in high school where you,
Yeah.
you get a misplay on it and you have a lot of problems.
Oh, yeah.
Up the head and just through, just by there. Elise Reed is looking for it.
think she had a little hesitation on what she was going to do, and in the moment of thinking about it, the ball went past.
Quad Cities trying to work it up. It's pressure there by the Menace. It'll stay with the Quad Cities.
Not so sure about that one.
I think it did go off her
Oh,
late. And then
yeah?
she tried to sell it.
Yeah.
Picking up the ball. But Kelsey Steffens trying to run it down. Georgia Robert gets it to the keeper.
Nice ball by the keeper there. Play it out to somebody's feet.
Now Georgia Roberts will come up and play it ahead. If you want to learn a little bit more about some of these Menace players, if you go to our website, csn.tv, and look, there's some videos up too that you can see of some of them. This one, try to get it in there, back to Brandt. Into the middle, drops it. Ooh. Elise Reed just reared back and got way too hard under that.
A little bit high. The Menace, when they're playing the ball up to our forwards, we need to think a little bit more about what foot we're playing it to as far as the forward. It's just not playing the ball into them, but recognizing where the defender is.
Set them up a little better
Yeah.
when they get it so they don't have to switch feet. They can just take it. Is
Yeah.
that what you're talking about?
Keeping it on the keeping the ball away from the defensive side of the forward.
It'll stop and go. And Bywater still fighting for it in there. But the Quad Cities comes away with it. Nice work by McKay Matheson. And that'll go out. It's looking to go deep. It worked out anyways. They'll keep it. It looks like going to get a substitution here. Looks like Jordan Bishop's going to go off. And let's see, who is that came on there?
6.
I think it is that Hannah Evans? No.
Nineteen.
19.
Chelsea.
Oh, she's back in. I'll say Chelsea Klein. I was looking at the substitute list to
Yeah.
see, but Chelsea Klein re-entered. Ooh, there's a shot right into the backside of the defender. So Chelsea Klein comes back in.
The numbers on the front of the jersey are a little bit hard to read from
Yeah,
here.
you can barely see him.
Oh,
Goal! That one just sneaks in off the post.
And you know,
And that was Klein, right?
yeah, taking those players on, she made a few moves, and it wasn't like it was super fast or a change of speed. It was very smooth, though, and she never let the ball get too far away from her or too close to her, and was able to make a shot right on the run there.
Let's take a look at the replay here. And you see her take it there, comes up, and fires between the two defenders and just catches that left post and just kind of nicks the left post. It goes right into the back of the net. So you're right. She got right between those two defenders and took the shot at the right time. You're too early, then they could probably step in and knock it down. But
Yeah. She just did a good job of making sure the ball was at a place where she could make a quick shot without tripping herself up or.
outside to Kelsey Steffens. Is Kayla Dwyer and Kelsey Steffens doing some good work there, trying to move it up. Goal number 6 by Chelsea Klein. And knocked around and then cleared out of there. by the Menace. That's Sarah Brandt who's back in there. We'll see.
Nice move there by 17 on the Quad Cities.
Bowman, Emily Bowman.
A good idea to play the ball into the middle. A little bit late reaction from the forward. It's like one of the Quad Cities players is a little bit tired there. Oh, good play
into the
across.
middle and off the defender. Is Marissa hurt right there and ricocheted it. There's a good hard collision out there. Kelsey Steffens wins the ball though against Chelsea Klein. There's a run up. The keeper will come out and clear it out of there.
As a keeper, you don't want to get too far out of the goal, but I think that she'd won the ball already. A little bit more time there to play the ball forward, or at least get it further away from her goal.
Battle. They're one-on-one.
Good ball movement there by Quad Cities. A good 3 passes there together.
Chelsea Klein steps in and wins it back for the Menace. Looks like we're going to get some more substitutes here too. And we get stoppage. It's Quad Cities. Still pushing ahead, looking for that first goal.
Just a little bit of a rough touch there. That's by Brandt. Elise Reed. Long touch by Elise. Quad City's goalkeeper has the ball to play it out.
And a little long. Fighting for Chelsea Klein.
Yeah.
Keeping it alive down there. Going against Kelsey Steffens.
I almost wonder if they know each other.
Oh, likely, you know, if you played.
A lot of times when you're playing against that one girl.
And they played them earlier. They played them in June. It was a 4-0 win in the Quad Cities for the Menace. Leading 6-0 here into the 72nd minute. Lob up ahead. Looks like Whitney Sharp is back in there too.
I think that the Quad Cities defense is strong enough that playing that ball through for us to run onto is, we're not going to win it very often. We're doing better taking the players on or making short, quick passes there at the top of the box.
Looks like Pokabronsky and Sammy Fegan are coming out for the Menace, and let's see who comes back in.
Oh.
Shot is partially blocked. That'll be a corner. So 16, Nicole Pearson is back in. And we'll figure out. Corner kick brought to you by Shields. Chelsea Klein sends it in there. Rattles around. Still.
See if they'll play it back
down
out.
there, yep. Klein loads it up, curves it in. Oh, almost caught him napping there, but the keeper was awake on that. Just a nice little pass into the foot. The keeper was right there, though, to pick it up.
That was good by the Menace. When Chelsea got the ball on the outside, a lot of them took a really quick sprint up to the top of the box to get ready to come back in. And Chelsea didn't play the ball too quickly to get us caught off sides either.
And then she kind of played it in there to Brandt. And it was kind of moving slow, and you're thinking, okay, she's going to set up something, but boom, she turned on it right away.
Yeah.
But the keeper was ready for that.
Whoa. A little push in the back right
there.
Yeah,
a little action down there at the touch line, at the end line, but it'll come out for a goal kick.
A little bit of frustration maybe starting to set in.
Match brought to you by Des Moines Orthopedic Surgeons, improving the lives of our patients at DMOS. Also by Schottenkirk Chevrolet, always the power of price. Here comes Nicole Pearson, sends it outside to Sharp, back in. Can they turn on it? Pearson! Oh, nice save by the keeper, Taylor Randy. Just able to get the hand up on that.
Yes. I was talking about a little bit ago not being able to play the ball straight into players and running onto it. Nicole did a very good job of drawing the defender in that was closest to Sharp and then playing it off to Sharp once she knew that that defender had stepped towards her.
Looks like Elise Reed is going to come out, and I think that's Puttifoot there, isn't it? Yep, Puttifoot coming back in. They wave off that kick because Puttifoot really wasn't in yet. And corner kick brought to you by Shields. So they'll let her set it up again. And Chelsea Klein drives it in. Oh, just over the head of Puttifoot.
There were a couple people up on the far side of the box.
Klein sends it in there to Brandt. Back outside to Pearson. Pearson up to Sharp. Sharp pulls it back again. Still working on the ball. Now just dinks it in there to Pearson. And good defense that time by Quad Cities. Just didn't let anything develop there.
Once again, Pearson was pretty composed on the ball right at the top of the box there to start off that play and waited for Sharp to make a run instead of playing it too early to her.
Menace hustling to the ball.
Good one touch there to the outside.
Pearson. Ball kind of free, and Menace come up on it. Oop, was looking to try to sneak it in there. Elise Correa tried to sneak it in there to Brandt. Now there's Puttifoot. Puttifoot. Shot off the head of the defender. It'll be another corner. Brought to you by Shields.
I think Brandt was looking for that ball to be played into her left foot, the foot furthest away from the defender there.
There's Chelsea Klein. Good hard across the box. Late header there, but the keeper picks it up. The Menace drop back defensively. Good high kick. Everybody racing back, and boy, Kelsey Steffens really put some pressure on back there. It looked like it was lazily coming down, but she stayed right with it. Haley Morris was able to come up, just over the head there, Sharp. She's got 2 goals here, 2 in the first half. Chelsea Klein with the only score in the second half, and it's 6-0 Menace. Up to Sharp, she turns. And no. Drops it back. Get it over on the far side. Now reset. Oh, trying to go into Putterfoot. That did not develop.
No. Sometimes it's good to, even though the forward is making the run and they're working really hard, it's not always the best option.
Anna Evans sends it up a little too far as Korea comes in late but can't get to it. She's trying to set that up in the front of the goal, in the middle of there, but
It's good of the keeper to come out. She needs to have a little bit better hands out there at the top of the box. She's going to come out.
ooh,
Wow.
diving.
Nice save. A good throw out.
Well, there haven't been many save chances, but both of them been dramatic.
Yeah.
For Haley Morris. That one diving, and then the other one just in the first half stopping right before it got across the line. And here come the Menace.
Oh.
Up the middle, Brandt. Gets a foot on it, and now they'll just have to clear it out of there as Abby Willich sends it over. It'll be a throw for the Menace on the far side.
Quad City's definitely dropping back and really packing into the center of the box.
And offside called. I think Putterfoot got behind the second to last defender there. Into the final 10 minutes now. 6-0 lead here for the Menace.
Oh,
There's a hard shot by Putterfoot. $30 yards out. Anna Evans. Looking for Sharp. She stays with it.
See what she does here on the outside. Nice.
Oh, header turn. Ooh, just Brandt, Sarah Brandt, just about able to get around on that, but not quite.
It's a good roll over there on the outside by Sharp. Got a good play into the middle.
Brandt just not able to get over it enough to head it into the goal. Quick stop. Here come the Menace quickly the other way. Into Putterfoot. Now Sharp. And now clear it.
Get Pearson on the right side over here that was itching to get the ball, I think.
Back into Putterfoot. Still working and right to the keeper. She had to try to maneuver around the defender.
Yeah.
Got a good hard shot off, but no angle to get it by the keeper.
It's a nice turn there. Let's get it on the ground.
Korea on that one. Now outside to Pearson. Cole Pearson sends it up to Sharp, right side.
She does.
Drops it back into Pearson. She shoots across. Oh, just off the goal. Oh, and that was Korea, I believe, wasn't it? Yeah.
What did that stay in the whole time?
I must have. Still going, and that one's high and over. So
That was a nice ball on the ground across the goal.
it kind of came off the post and off the top then.
Yeah.
And stayed in play. It didn't go out. Off the left post, hit the top, and because it's almost like everybody stopped while it's going out.
Yeah.
But knocked down by Chelsea Klein. Into Puttifoot. Tried to lob it up in there to Korea. Or not, that wasn't Korea.
Good ball movement
That
there.
was Brandt. Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
goal!
Is that Sharp or?
Yeah, I believe so. That would be the hat trick for Whitney Sharp. So let's take a look at that one. Again, here we go. Comes up and then there's the shot. Boom. Whitney Sharp gets goal number 3 on the day. Number 7 for the Menace. Going to foul up top. We'll give a free kick. And
I think if I were Quad Cities coach, any free kick that we got, I would want to make sure that I made something happen off of it. I don't think that they were really quite set up, ready to go.
And that was one of the first times there where it looked like Quad Cities just kind of didn't hustle when that pass came in. You know,
Yeah.
they just a little bit of
Yeah.
disgust, I think, that they gave up that other goal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, they've been playing hard throughout here.
They have.
But just that one little time there. Here comes Puttifoot. Knocks it by.
Oh,
And goal. Puttifoot gets her second. In the 85th minute here. And let's take a look at it again. Puttifoot comes over, kept that alive by the defender, and then hustled up to it and fired it in. And that makes it 8-0. And Whitney Sharp with the hat trick. She'll be our woman of the match here, our CBRE Hubble woman of the match. We'll talk to here after the match.
Good layoff there by Sharp again.
Knocked around. Brandt with it out front. Brandt into the defender. And too many defenders there. Menace back at it, though. Oh, tried to leave it back inside for Brandt or Puttifoot, but good job by the defender to drop back. And
Puttifoot was making that run there.
Yep. Puttifoot was there and Brandt was there. There's Sharp now. It's a flurry of action here in the final 4 minutes. Here's Sharp on the outside. Puttifoot's in the middle. Lobbed it over and gets by. And now they'll clear it out long, but knocked down by the Menace. And that's going to get out. And it'll be a goal kick. I thought maybe she touched it at the end, but she didn't. I'll let it go there. As we head into the final 3 minutes here. 7-0. Or 8-0, excuse me. Got to add that final goal on there. 5 in the first, 3 here in the second half. The keeper will come out. Little one-on-one. Uh-oh. She hustles back, and there's a lot of red shirts back there in the shot. Got another opportunity. Knocked away by the defender. Still goes in their goal. There's the goal for Quad Cities. As
I have to commend the Menace defenders for
Taylor Dwyer.
Yeah.
I think it was. Yep.
Continuing to get back.
Yep.
Just not able to get it cleared out there.
Let's take a look at that. There was a lot of action there in front of the net on that, and let's take a look on the replay as it rattled around. A couple of defenders with the keeper out, and then it gets in. Dwyer able to knock it in. And no shutout. 8-1 Menace, though. Sharp sends it in there. Kelly Schroeder kicks it away.
You have to be careful as a goalkeeper when you come out. If you're going to come out, you've committed yourself. You have to get the ball out of your defense.
Well, credit Dwyer, too, because there were a lot of red shirts behind the keeper there. And, in fact, there was one. They did well to get the body in front of it there and knock it down as Quad City player goes down. Is that Novak, maybe? Yeah. She's up. She's okay.
Mm-hmm. She's worked hard today.
Yeah. And hasn't had many opportunities up high to do anything with it. Yeah, that's the thing. Even if you have defenders behind you, they can't use the hands to knock it down. They got to hope they can get the body in the way or kick it out of there. And
yep. And you just have to make yourself big and.
And it'll be a corner kick brought to you by Shields for the Menace. Swings out there. Knocked down. Sharp. Fires to the keeper. And that'll be it. Well, the Menace will win here 8-1, excuse me, over the Quad Cities. Let's take a break and we'll come back with our post game right after this.
Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury, whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
To everyone who believes in competition and good sportsmanship, who knows it's not about the trophies or the medals, but rather the lessons learned. For those who understand, it's not whether you win or lose, just that you give your best. So go ahead, lace them up, take the field, have fun, and play. For the experience, for the memories, for the love of the game. Shields.
Poor eating habits and lack of exercise have contributed to a doubling of childhood obesity. The YMCA knows that lifestyle habits such as healthy eating and physical activity will help reverse this trend. The Y offers programs for kids of all ages, from preschool through high school. Water babies to swim teams, basketball, summer camps, flag football, child watch, and even lacrosse. If your family is serious about living an active and healthier lifestyle, why wait? Join the Y today and let tomorrow be the start of your healthier family.
You know what this means. It means and. But at Come and Go, it means more. So come in and look for the and to find something extra just for you. Come and Go, where and means more. Check out all our extras this summer, like any size drink for just $1.
Hi, Hi, Ron here, head coach of Westside Auto Pros. When your car's on the injured reserve, you want to get it back in the game as soon as possible. I know that. That's why you need to bring it here to Westside Auto Pros. I have a team of experts that can fix almost every automotive injury. Whether it's a fractured joint, a brake, or if your car just got its bell rung, no problem. We can even do a complete physical on your car to make sure it's game ready for the entire season. So bring your car to Westside Auto Pros and we'll get it back in the starting lineup in no time. Hey, you guys are dogging it back here. Let's move it, move it, move it.
Okay, back to final here, 8-1, and we're ready to go down on the field to Kristen Boyer with our woman of the match, Whitney Sharp.
So I'm here with Whitney Sharp after the Women's Menace game tonight. You made player of the game, three goals. Is this your first hat trick of the season?
It is. I normally pass the ball, and so it's weird for me to actually get 3 goals in one game.
Yeah. How did you feel about the shots from outside? It looked like that was a pretty good shot for you, your first goal there in the first half.
Yeah, when you see a shorter goalkeeper, she did a great job, but when you see a height disadvantage, you try to take advantage of it, and I think we did a good job eventually of doing that, yeah.
How do you think your season's going overall this year?
I like this season. I was here last year, and this year I think we're a lot deeper. We've got players on the bench where it's surprising that they're on the bench because they're good players, so I've been really happy with the team chemistry on and off the field, and it's exciting to be a part of.
How would you compare playing right now with these girls and to your college season?
It's kind of the same, not as much fitness as you have to do in college and all the weightlifting, but it's the same kind of grind, you know. We're out here every morning at 7:30 and we all have the same goal, so it's fun to be a part of that kind of team-oriented thing again.
Okay. Going into your next game, are you looking to improve on anything or change anything?
Yeah, we're trying to rack up the points. Normally we wouldn't. We'd have a little bit more mercy, I'd say, but Chicago is ahead of us. If we were to beat them, goal differential, they're way ahead of us, so we're trying to rack them up. So tomorrow and next weekend we'll be trying to punch in as many as we can.
Okay. Well, good luck with the rest of your season.
Thank you.
And congratulations on today.
Thanks so much.
No problem.
All right, that's Kristen Boyer with the woman of the match, Whitney Sharp, our CBRE Hubble woman of the match. We'll take a break and be back with more after this.
Stop ruining your steaks. You deserve a grill that gives you great steaks every time. Fireplace Superstore proudly offers the most complete selection of Weber grills in central Iowa, gas, charcoal, portable, and smokers. Fireplace Superstore features Weber special edition grills that come with Weber's unparalleled warranty. Now you can enjoy your grill for many summers to come. There is a difference. See our large selection of Weber grills, many models and colors. Fireplace Superstore is the exclusive Weber Alliance dealer in central Iowa. Fireplace Superstore at 109th and Douglas.
And back here, and the post-game, the Menace women winning 8-1. Run it down for you again. Haley Halverson in the 5th minute got him on the board. Danielle Putterfoot in the 24th. Brandt in the 33rd. Sharp, the first of 3 goals, in 34th. And the 35th, another one by Sharp. That was a 5-0 halftime lead there. Then in the second half, Chelsea Klein in the 66th minute. Sharp in the 84th. And Putterfoot to round it out in the 88th minute. The Des Moines Menace women go to 4-1 on the season. The final here, 8-1, the win over the Quad Cities. That's going to wrap it up for the women's game. We'll be back with the men's match in just a little bit here on CISN.TV.
Tonight, Central Iowa Sports Network presents
Left footer cross, goal by Cody Lofgren. Takes it across, header in.
your Des Moines Menace Soccer. Des Moines Menace Soccer is brought to you by Come and Go, where and means more. Doritos, YMCA of Des Moines, and by Teal Chiropractic and Des Moines Orthopedic Surgeons. Des Moines Menace Soccer, live on Central Iowa Sports Network.